I thought I'd run through a list of types of teachers you pretty much find in every school. Now, if you've not got a teacher like this in a school, do you actually work in education? First up, we've got the type of teacher, there's always one in every school, that whenever they speak to their class, at the end of the sentence, they have to add an okay. It might not necessarily be okay, it might be more of an okay, but they always do it. I don't even know if they're conscious of doing it, but they just manage to do it. At the end of every sentence, they always say okay. Okay? Then you have got a teacher who is just a constant mood hoover, always bringing the mood down, loves to moan about absolutely everything, to the point where you just think, why are you here? You clearly don't enjoy this. Go and find happiness elsewhere. If Star Wars taught us anything, is that we must always bring balance to the Force. So if you do have a mood hoover in school, you bet your bottom dollar there's also a teacher who's like a ray of sunshine. Always upbeat, always got a smile on the face, nothing is ever a problem, always looking on the bright side of life. Cup is always half full, always positive, which is great, you need it. However, there are times where that gets really annoying, not going to lie. Sometimes they need to have a bit of a moan. It's about finding the balance between these two that allows you to survive as a teacher. The next type of teacher is the one with the split personality. We're talking about the teacher who, when talking to another adult, speaks normally, right? Speaks as how I'm speaking to you now, even with a bit of a twang, a bit of an accent. In front of the children, no, they completely turn into like a Mr. Tumble type character. They transform Optimus Prime into someone completely different. It's quite impressive that they've got it in the locker, that they can just switch to a completely different type of person when they're in front of a class of kids. Next up, we've got the mole, right? Now, depending on the type of mole they are, I mean, there's moles out there who will feed back to SLT. They'll sit there, say nothing in the staff room, taking it all in, and then they'll go and grass you up. That's not the type of mole I want in my staff. The type of mole I want is the one who has the lowdown on all the families. The sort of teacher probably went to the school, lives round the corner from the school, so he's completely entrenched in the admin on the Facebook local area group. They just know everything about everyone within the school community, and that is it. It's good. You need that, right? You need that information. You need the lowdown on things. You need the gossip more than anything else. The last teacher for now is the imposter. This is the sort of teacher that makes you ask one of two questions. Number one, how did they qualify? How did they manage to get through a course to become a teacher? Or two, how do you get past a DBS check? It take a while for you to realise this type of teacher. Normally happens once you've been on a night out with them and you've seen them have a few drinks and how loose they can be on a night out. That makes you question, how are you a teacher? And knowing what I know about some of my colleagues and what they're like on a night out, it always makes me think about how loose some of my teachers must have been back in the day, because in front of a class, they were upstanding citizens. They were so professional, similar to colleagues I work with. But on a night out, completely different animal.